Hey, what's up guys? My name is Chaz Fernandez. I'm a Hudson County realtor, and today we're going to be exploring the Hudson River Waterfront Walkway in Port Imperial, New Jersey. So the Hudson River Waterfront Walkway, it's most literally a walkway right against the Hudson River in New Jersey, and it's 18.5 miles long. It goes all the way from Bayonne to Fort Lee, or Fort Lee to Bayonne, depending on how you see it. Today we'll be specifically exploring the Hudson River Waterfront Walkway through Port Imperial. And for those of you who don't know, Port Imperial, it's a waterfront community in Hudson County that is comprised of Weehawken, West New York, and Guttenberg. So as you can see, we're gonna be starting off our walk, in Lincoln Harbor area of Weehawken, and in that part it's pretty nice because you have Chris Root Steakhouse, you have the Chart House, some really nice restaurants, you have Whole Foods, and you'll see that in a little bit. We're gonna be heading on to the Weehawken Field. Yeah, so as you can see, we're actually checking out this pretty cool pier in Lincoln Harbor, and it has pretty different shape. It's a very interesting shape. It's not just your standard pier, and you can see there's different kinds of aquatic life that they're showcasing that's from the Hudson River. Whether it be bluefish, perchfish, different kinds of bass, rainbow smelt. As you can see right here, different eels. This kind of reminds me of an exhibit they have at the Liberty Science Center, which is all about the different aquatic life and just different kind of aquatic animals that you see in Hudson County, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, right now we're just walking down this pier. As you can see, it's a pretty long pier. We've been walking for over a minute now, it feels like. But it's nice because you feel like at the end you're pretty much surrounded by the Hudson River, and like I said, you get really great views. See the Chart House in the distance, the New York skyline. It's pretty nice. So continuing on now. As you see to my left, is a couple different parks. The first park we're seeing is it's like a calisthenics workout park, different kinds of pull-up bars, push-ups. They have ropes to climb on. It's literally a workout park. Like I said, I always give people their privacy. People are working out right there, so I'm not gonna put a camera on someone's face. See that little train right there? That's actually the light rail that's coming through. And again, we're continuing our walk, and in about a minute or so, you're gonna see us entering. As we see the Weehawken Field. So the Weehawken Park, waterfront park, it has composed of different things like tennis courts, racquetball. You're gonna see, it's a recreational field where it has a track, soccer. As I mentioned in other videos, here's the Weehawken pool on the waterfront, obviously. So it has a pool, different pools actually, a cool water slide. I thought there was actually gonna be more like a water park type stuff. I was wrong about that, but still very nice. All right, so I wanted to check this out for you guys for a second. So as I was walking through the park, I found a whole patch of mugwort. Now, mugwort is a super awesome herb. It grows a lot in North America, especially where we are in the Northeast. Mugwort has a lot of medicinal properties. You can drink it into a tea, and it's really good properties for the stomach. It's good for digestion if you have stomach pains or cramps. As you can see here in a second, the back of the leaf, you see how it's silver? That's how you can identify if it's mugwort. Mugwort's actually also edible too. You can actually eat the leaf. I wouldn't recommend it. It tastes better. And it's a great plant. You can even smoke it too. Yeah, you know what? I actually think that might be a fun video to do in the future, the different herbs of Hudson County. Somebody who's a self-practicing herbalist over the last few years. I think it'd be kind of cool to showcase the different herbs and native plants we have in this area. So like I said, now we're continuing on the walk. Right now like I said, obviously we have the Hudson River to our right, and to our left, and we have the the Weehawken recreational field. You'll see people here working out, whether it be just running or playing soccer. You'll see families out here. It's a really nice. It's a well-maintained, clean field. Obviously you have a beautiful view and just a really nice ambiance around it too, which I think is really great. In the distance here, you guys can actually see the Galaxy Towers and the overlooks, which I think was pretty cool. It's like, Hudson County's all connected. That's what it kind of feels like, By the way, guys, I am a Hudson County realtor, so if you or someone you know is interested in buying, selling, or renting in Hudson County, my contact info is in the description below. Thanks. So now, continuing on our walk, this is where, things get very interesting with the Hudson River Waterfront Walkway. in terms of starting in the Weehawken area. Now is when we're going to start seeing, a lot of the, the residential, areas.
Wow,
As you
that's
see
pretty cool.
here, like I said, this is right on the waterfront walkway. Obviously, it's all private property, the grass, and obviously you can't go to someone's storefront, obviously. But you can see here, it's a lot of different, townhouses, condos, co-ops, that kind of thing. Definitely, the people who live there definitely get a really nice view, obviously. Right here is actually like a local restaurant. Again, right on the water. Right on the water, it's near all these residential places. So if you are, let's say you do live on the waterfront walkway in Weehawken or West New York, you do have options to different eateries, which is, pretty cool. Again, just showcasing like the architecture of these buildings. Yeah, so now continuing on, it seems like now we're towards the end of the Weehawken area, but still in Weehawken. And as you can see, again, more condo buildings, more buildings, right? Again, still on the waterfront. This is a particularly nice area. Some benches, you have some trees. It definitely it feels larger in terms of width, in terms of walking width, than the other areas we've seen. So this part is actually pretty cool. I like this part because it has some stores, nothing crazy. But my favorite part about this particular part is that it does have a Dunkin' Donuts. As you can see, we're right across the street from the New York waterways. So in other words, that's like the ferry that you could take. And there's also like a hotel. As you can see, it's a hotel. There's a restaurant there at the bottom. I believe it's the Marriott, the Residence Inn by Marriott, I believe it's called. So we're gonna continue. That's pretty much the end of the Weehawken section of the waterfront walkway. In about a second or two, we're gonna be entering the West New York part now. So it's pretty interesting because it feels like this particular walkway, like this straightaway walkway that we're walking on right now. It really feels like it's like that's what separates the West New York and Weehawken part, specifically in the waterfront walkway. I do find the West New York part to be pretty cool. It has, as you'll see, has stores, it has a supermarket, it has an Acme in this part, Port Imperial. There's a Ben and Jerry's, there's a Starbucks, Son Cubano, popular restaurants, nail salons, cleaners. You guys are gonna see it coming up. I definitely think that's one part that separates it from like Weehawken or Guttenberg, is that the West New York Port Imperial part has probably the best diversity and variety of stores. All right, so now we're pretty much entering so right across, right there, that restaurant right in front of us, that's Son Cubano. This is I guess you'd call this like a roundabout, so makes it easy if you're taking the car out, because you're, like I said, straight ahead. We're about to see like a bunch of different little stores. Definitely a nice little scenic area. Okay, like I said, this is what I would say separates the West New York from, say, the Weehawken or Guttenberg area of Port Imperial. Is like I said, this is literally just a straight avenue. You're gonna see cleaners, nail salons. Like I said, there's a Ben and Jerry's, there's a Starbucks. I don't know. I just think it adds to the, I would say, maybe the ambiance or the overall walkability and livability in this particular area. All right, now our detour is over and we are back on the waterfront walkway. Let's continue this journey. All right, and again, I have to pay homage to the skyline because it's obviously one of the best parts of the waterfront walkway, right? Is that New York skyline. All right, now again, just checking out some of the really cool homes, right? That that you're gonna see out on the walkway. Like I said, this is Port Imperial in West New York, and obviously one thing about these buildings, I guess you'd call them buildings, townhouses, they all have a very similar exterior layout, but But it's nice. I really like how a lot of them have entrances, you know, on the waterfront walkway, which I think is pretty cool. So we're almost done with West York, not quite yet. You can see we have the Galaxy Towers in the top left. I thought this was pretty cool. It made me think, wow, I haven't walked in this particular area in quite some time because I really don't remember this bridge. This bridge does feel newer. As you can see, there was like a pier walkout, not there anymore. Again, Galaxy Towers up top, and pretty cool bridge. It was pretty nice to I guess actually walk over the water. I guess if that makes sense. But yeah, let's continue. So this actually may be Guttenberg now. You know, this particular part. I believe over the bridge it either enters into Guttenberg, or I know after we walk this little strip right here, we're most definitely in Guttenberg. Just to give you an idea. That one. Yep, and right now again, just showcasing again, some of the, I guess, architecture, some of the residential units that are on the waterfront walkway. We have the Galaxy Towers straight ahead, which is always a pretty cool shot. And this is it. This is the Guttenberg North Bergen Waterfront Park. So both municipalities take credit to this park. This is kind of like the end of Port Imperial officially. At least that's how I like to signal it, because again, hold on, just gotta show out those Galaxy Towers. They look great. This feels like the end, because then after the park, you're officially in North Bergen and you're no longer in Guttenberg / Port Imperial. All right, guys, so there you have it. From Weehawken all the way to Guttenberg, we explored all of the Hudson River Waterfront Walkway, specifically in the Port Imperial area. It was super fun. We learned about different, we learned about living with the mugwort, some like marine life, the different residential areas, some different stores. It's truly, hey, of course, the skyline view. How can I forget that? By the way, I am a Hudson County realtor, so if you or someone you know is interested in buying, selling, or renting in Hudson County or Bergen for that matter, my contact info is in the description below. And guys, don't forget, you guys can click here anywhere you want for a video, playlist, check out my content. I make videos twice a week on things in Hudson County, all right? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.